Hey guys, today I will introduce you this one of the earliest SLS systems, selective laser sintering system. It's from EOS company and the type is, the model is EOSINT E380 and it uses one of the fundamental manufacturing methods, namely selective laser sintering. And it uses powders as a material source, and then with the help of a laser around here, it sinters all these powders together, joins them layer by layer, and then try to fabricate different types of complicated types of 3D products. And the main advantage of such powder bed systems or selective laser sintering is that you don't need to use any support structures if you are building, for instance, such a part. You don't need to have such parts, such supporting parts, structures here, regardless of your orientation. Without using any support structures, you can print, fabricate such complicated parts having different features. Another thing, you can also produce some functional products in a single, let's say, run. You don't need to have many parts and then assemble them together. The whole assembly can be fabricated with the help of this powder-based system. Since the powders inside the bed is actually supporting the upper layer, so you don't need to have such support structures. Now let me show you the interior of this machine briefly. This is the upper side. We have the building chamber here. This is the building chamber. We have some heating system around. There are some resistances. And we have the laser at the top of this chamber here. And it has a galvanometer. It has some mirrors inside. And then it reflects this laser on the bed, on this bed, to any point on the bed. And then we have such a carriage here. We have two actually powder tanks, right tank and left tank. You see now we have polyamide here up to this point, and then once our carriage is on this right hand side, some powder is actually poured into the carriage, and then carriage moves simply from right to left. While moving from right to left, it spreads some powder on the bed, and then the laser actually performs some scanning and it centers the powders together. And then if that layer is completed, then we have another amount of actually powder which is poured into once again to the carriage. And then this time carriage moves from right to left. This time another layer is actually spread, another layer of powder spread, and then laser simply again centers the powders, and this goes on until your part is actually completed. Another advantage is that since the parts are actually fabricated in a bed, you can put many of them beside each other, on top of each other. You don't need to have any special, let's say, settings. This is the advantage of it. You can, for instance, produce 20 of the same product in the same bed. And we have other equipment. There's another heater here, a bigger one. The heat actually increases the temperature of the powders in the bed. And then we have two recycling units, one on the left, one on the right. And since you have many powders around which are not used for the fabrication of the product, they are actually stored into this right recycling tank and the left recycling tank. Later, they are removed and recycled by using other auxiliary units of the system. And on this side, you can see the computer control unit of the printer. It has a kind of a complicated manufacturing software. You have many settings there. Before printing, obviously, you need to do many operations and then start the fabrication process.